Live, Love, Make podcast. This is my second episode. It is September 3rd, 2016. Today I'm recording a little later in the day. This is actually the second time I've recorded. The first time was in my studio. The lighting in there is not any good. I did check, and I just spoke to you guys for about a half an hour or so to find out after the first 10 minutes everything went really, really dark and it's not usable. What do you do when you have just spoken to yourself for an hour trying to do a podcast and the whole thing just isn't there? Say hi, Mooney. This is the kitty who eats all the yarn. He is always in trouble. He's always meowing. Little baby ones. Okay. So I think, yes. Stop. See, he's already in it already. Okay. I just want to give a humongous thank you to everybody who totally supported me, has watched this, has given lovely comments. Really, I highly doubted I was going to do this again after recording the first one, but here I am. I'm back. I'm going to keep trying, and as long as you keep watching, I think I'll keep doing it. I had really a lot of fun. This week actually went rather fast for me because I was excited about getting stuff done so I could show you. And, oh gosh, that's what I forgot in the other room. That's okay. Getting stuff done so I could show you. I just saw that go dark again. I hope not. Oh. And also a little nervous about recording. So here we go again. So thanks for joining me. If this is your first time coming, thanks for giving me a try. Oh, let's see. Where do we start? We're going to start with finished objects, which I just realized I left in the studio. I'm just going to give myself a break. You guys saw Kylie's cowl last week. It was a nice orange one. I've done an orange one. Making sure I really didn't put it in here. Yep, I did an orange one, I did a green one, and then I did a turquoise one. I put them up just in case any friends and family wanted first dibs. They weren't taken. Might put them in the shop, might give them out as presents. I'm not completely sure yet. So we'll just see where they end up. That would have been those were the only things that I finished. What took most of my time this week, I'm just going to move right on to whips because that's what took most of my time this week. I learned 2 at a time. And I am so glad I gave it another shot. And I have to say, what probably prevented me from completing them the first, second, probably third time that I tried it was actually the needle. I have been using, I got myself a set of Hiya Sharps. It's a sock kit for them. And here is my first attempt. Ooh, it's a little dark. There we go. Yeah, and again, these are Witch Candy yarn on her colorway Wicked. Now I'm to the part because I like short socks. Here we go. It's probably about 4 inches, a little bit more. And then I'm going to turn the heel. So that's going to be a new process for me as well. I only usually do a slip stitch heel. And I'm going to try what Mina recommends. And then I think I started a second pair as well. And I'm going to try the Fish Kiss Lips heel on that one. Oh, I really hope this is... I don't know how annoying is that. I don't know if you guys are having the color go back and forth yourselves or not as I move. Do not rip that screen, Logan. Thank you. I also started in a little Monster Sock Knit Along, an MSKAL, hashtag, sorry, MSKAL, on Instagram. Ocha, oh my goodness, and Carbon Soup. But there's one more. I will put it over here, so if you guys would like to play along, you can. So we're doing some Monster Cal socks, just little scraps of whatever you have around. Put all those little bits together and get yourself some crazy socks. I love this. Mine, I cheated a little bit, is actually a kit from uh, Harborland Yarns. Love her yarn. Love all her spooky themes. Love Halloween. Right up my alley. Go ahead and check her out. I also got some sock yarn called the Sanderson Sisters from her. Green ooze. And I just put another order in. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it is. Logan. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Cat that ran in wanted to come back out. Hard to believe, isn't it? So those are the two socks that I cast on this week and that I'm working on. Let's see. I felt bad. Oh, Kylie's one lone sock. Did I bring it? Yeah. Here it is. Oh. So this is as far as I got on her second sock. I got to the heel. She likes short socks too. I get to the heel, and then I started feeling bad that I just didn't finish it before I started the other ones that I was so excited about. So instead of finishing it, of course, I just cast her on a hat. You'll see a couple of different patterns. Whoops, excuse me. You'll see a couple of different patterns for owl hats. I don't know if I can get it in this light. Can you see the owl cable in there? Oh, maybe if I go this way. There's an owl cable in there. I know how many stitches fits around her head. Did knit 2, purl 2. There's 11 stitches to the owl cable that includes the pearls in between each. And I just did, I can't remember what I cast on, just made it divisible by 11. And I've just gone up size 6 needle. I'm almost, I think, an inch away from starting to decrease and having it finished for her. So yeah, I cast on something else instead of finishing it. That was the yarn that I showed you last week that she picked out. I was going to make a second Adama cowl, which I don't like to have the same things on the needles all at the same time. And I'm a little upset with my other cowl, not because of the pattern, because of the yarn. I have never had a problem with Malabrigo before. And I don't know if something happened in the processing or what's going on. So I had made it all the way to here. Actually, it was just like to the joining part. Remember I said it goes back and forth, so it's a little longer. It makes it longer in the front. Looks like a witch's hat. Anyway, so I had just gotten to the point where you finally join it together and you make it wrap all the way around for the rest of the length. And I had a drink and I set it down on the table and it must have sweat and left a ring. Got up to do something, came back, picked it up, and it looked like my fountain pen had exploded all underneath it. And after I figured out it wasn't my pen, it is actually this yarn, touched the water, and it just looked like ink all over the table. I'm not sure what to do about this. I love this color. I love this yarn. Somebody please tell me how to fix this, please. I don't know. It was going to be a gift, even if it is just for me. I'm hoping it doesn't. I don't know what they did. I'm not a dyer. As much as I dream about making speckled yarn in my dreams, in my sleep, oh my goodness. So if somebody could tell me what on earth can we do, can I save this project? So please let me know. Oh my goodness. All right. Man, can I stop that? Yeah, and I think that was what's on my needles this week. I have a few things that I would like to do, and actually I'm prepping to do. There is a 3 peas in a pod. Has a mystery knit along going on. I know that there is a place in the Grocery Girls podcast on Ravelry there's a thread for you for comments, casting on, and talking about it and discussing it. And I was really just gonna watch and look and see how it progressed and see what actually. I think it's a shawl. I'm pretty sure it's a shawl. Like I'm so sorry. This is the second time I've done it. My brain is not any clearer about it. So it's a shawl, and it was three colors. One is a variegated or a speckled, and then you have like two tonals that should go with it. And I'm like, I don't really even have the yarn to do that. I have another shawl that I just cast on, and I hemmed and I hawed, and then I walked into the yarn shop. So you know what happened. Let's see, move some of this stuff around. Sorry. Um, so I walked into the yarn shop, and I found these. Oh my goodness. Show you this one a little bit better. Show you this. It's not quite that muted. It's a little more brownish, reddish. Goes really good with this orange. Terracotta. This is all Malabrigo sock yarn. Arco Iris, and Cordovan. This is actually a really nice brown. Not usually one of my colors. Can't tell too much right there. It's pretty tonal. I was just really surprised. They were just so pretty together. Okay, so I found those. The knit along, mystery knit along. It started today. I think actually the first clue came out last night because they wanted to go to the beach today, which I can totally understand. So I will be caking that up and starting that soon. Let's see. Oh, I had a frog this week too. A big one. You know that humongous sweater that I showed you that I had like 5 or 6 skeins into? I was like, I wonder how big this shoulder arm is going to be. So I started it and I went down a little ways and I looked at it and I said, oh my goodness, I could wear it as a hat over my hair. And I said, it is the wrong pattern. It's just the wrong pattern. And I said, it was a nice knit. It took me about, a week or so to get where I was in that. And I had worked on it pretty steady. And I will just take it as a lovely teal meditation is what I'm going to have to do. So I frogged that completely, which I feel really okay about because I just actually watched Andre Sue Knits this morning with coffee. And she has given me another lead to go to create your own top-down raglan. So I'm going to go try it again. I don't feel bad about it at all. I know I like the knit, so just going to start it again. I just don't know who I'm making it for this time because both Sean, it was originally Kylie's color, but Sean really likes it, so we'll find out. So I know what to do that. The other thing, I found a cross stitch pattern that I really liked. I was going to show you the pattern, but when I actually downloaded it, it was just the PDF with all the colors and all the directions. It didn't actually have the picture, so I want to show you the picture. So that's another project in line ready to be done. I also have purchased some fabric that's in the wash. I I don't know, about a month ago, I was watching Nicole from Hue Loco, and she has a tutorial about doing your own bag, and she had done it during Christmas, and I'm like, I can do that. So just in case I couldn't do it, I also decided to help out Bags by Awesome Granny. And Halloween is it's my favorite, so. And the inside. Hi, Mooney. Hi, sweetie. Um, candy corns with happy faces. So I have that because I have a couple of new cast-ons that don't have a bag. And what my socks are in right now. This is also Bags by Awesome Granny. Oh, and I love it. And the inside of this one is bats. But I still have more projects and more things that I like to do, and I leave most of my bags open so I know which ones are actually going and which ones are not. Um, oh, that was I did have to close one bag and wait. I did show you a shawl. It was you okay? Oh, shouldn't laugh. Um, I don't know what to say. Okay. I did start a shawl last time I showed you. It just had a little itty bit done. It was really bright colors. They're more for spring and summer. And after this week, and I had my first pumpkin latte, I just jumped right into fall. So, fall colors it is. So, I'm going to do that mystery knit along for that one. And the one by Joji Locatelli, the 3-color cashmere shawl. I'm putting the brakes on that for right now. I know that once winter starts and the holidays are over, I'm going to be like, okay, let's get out to that greenhouse, my new greenhouse, and let's start planting some things. And I need color and I need spring. So I know that will happen, and now I know I have a project that's sitting right there in a nice spring colored bright bag just for me, ready to go. So we're just going to put that one on hold for a little bit. Let me see. The other thing that I found that I really, really want to do, everybody's doing a memory blanket. And I've actually started one, and I don't know how many squares I have done. That will be frogged. I don't really want to knit it. It is beautiful. They are all beautiful. And I like the sentiment behind it, and I like being able to swap with everybody, which I haven't really gone out and done. I've done it with a couple people. I would like to do more. But it's, I don't know, to me it's a little bit more modern type thing, and I am not really a modern type person. So I went and I looked through to see how else can we do this. And what I don't have right now is any crocheting projects. So I went and just looked around to see what people, if there was any scrap anything to do with crocheting, and I found um, a hexagon granny square one. Perfect. Because the other one that I do, what I split my scraps into is like the sock weight would be this memory blanket, and all the other ones I actually put into the honeybee blanket quilt. The ones that I stuff, and I stuff, you do the 2 hexagons together, and then you stuff it. And I also put a little bit of lavender in there, so it smells yummy. So I'm going to be crocheting a hexagon memory blanket. So I've been doing quite a bit of frogging this week too, but that's okay. I mean, I am willing to try anything. If it doesn't work, it was meant for something else, and we will find a different way to make that yarn happy. So, I got that. Oh, okay. So, there were a few questions for me. Um, I'm just going to just say what they were. The first one was, what's my favorite yarn to knit with? Well, right here, you just saw a ton of Malabrigo. I love independent sock dyers, or just independent dyers. I shouldn't limit it to sock yarn. And I just think it is so awesome to be able to support one another in that way. And even just some of the names that come up, and just to be able to fall in love with the yarn that you're working with and have a purpose behind it. Or okay, just love you all. Love all the dyers out there. Love you. And I use a lot of Malabrigo. Um, oh, Miss Babs. Although I don't get too much of that. I did have an indulgence during my birthday, so I think I want to share a couple of those with you. She has skeins called Wowza skeins, and I like her Babette. Um, the Wowza skein is 100% superwash merino wool. It's 560 yards. And the colorway, actually, I chose two of them. The first one that I chose this time was Pretty Reckless. I can't imagine another color that you could have possibly gotten in there. I just fell in love with it. The other one that I got is coffee coffee break, and I actually saw this on the Grocery Girls. And these, I'm not usually into the dark, but I'm like, I can see clouds and I can see ocean and sun and coffee, and I just love it. And I know that Susan B. Anderson has a couple of shawl patterns specifically for this. I'm going to go check those out and see if that's something I'd like to do. Oh, yeah. She also, I totally forgot, I was going to mention her during my sock, the heels on those. That's another pattern. She has a new one out. Now I can't remember what it's called. I'll try to remember to look that up and put it here. But it has another way to do your heel. And I thought I would look that up too. Next door neighbor's dog, her name is Cassie. She says hi. And the third one I got is a sock weight yarn, and it has 3 skeins rolled into one. And what it is on, I think, it's a Yummy 2-ply trio, 2-ply fingering yarn, and there's 3 times 400 yards. There's 12 ounces of yarn in this thing. The colorways that I picked that were together, oh, there they are: Mayhem, Pewter, and Zest. Oh my goodness. And I have no idea what that was going to be for. Gray is not usually my thing either. It's a little blue here. This is actually a purple. Wow. No, it's not blue. It's purple. So this is purple. Purple, orange, and a silvery, pewtery gray. So that is that is my treat to myself. I love that yarn. I've gotten a couple of sock skeins from her before. They ended up as shawls and as gifts. Okay. And I guess that was the one that was asked in a few different ways. So I hope I answered at least a couple of people's questions about what I use for yarn or like. Okay. A little bit of, I guess, housekeeping type things. I could not figure out last time how to put show notes on YouTube. So my show notes, that's why I started the Live, Love, Make group on Ravelry. That's where they're going to go. I'll have the episodes in there, and I'll try to put the show notes, or I will put the show notes in there. Might take a little longer than you'd like, but that's where they're going to be. I really have to stop saying I'm sorry. I know it's my break. We're going to endure a little silence instead of saying Okay, I don't think I brought that. Oh yeah, I did. Yay, I did. So on that Ravelry, I've put a thread on there that just says intro. So if you'd like to come and say hi, this is me, this is what I like doing, and take the time to give me a few minutes, I'm going to take the time and enter you in a little giveaway. So I have 2 of these crazy Zobber balls. Oh goodness, the color is not quite right on that either. It is a red and a pink and a purple. And inside where that pink is, it's like a little light purple slate gray. Yeah, that's close. This red, though, is, very red. I have 2 of these. So I thought that I'll give people a couple of weeks to come, say hi, how you doing, and then I'll just do a random generator pick and send you a Zobber ball. So I think that's all that I have about knitting, crocheting, and crafting this week. I do have just a few things, I guess, to share with you. Right behind me, my husband finished my greenhouse this week. Oh, I am so proud of him, and I am so excited that it is done. He put a lot of things into it that I was not expecting. Oh, there's that again. I'm really sorry. my wiggles and my ums. I guess I'm still a little nervous. There is a, on the back side, there is also a, Logan, would you like to say hi? This is my other distraction. This is Logan. Oh, that's all he wants. He just wants to leave hair all over me in my yard. So that was what was going on there. Sorry. Uh, on the other side of that, he put a skylight in there, so that can be popped up. There's a window on the door that's popped out. I can't go more backwards. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Woo. There's a window popped open on the door. Um, there's also another window on the other end that opens. And there are two windows that he's got propped open in the front. When it gets really, really hot, there's another stick that goes under and becomes an awning over there. I asked just for a little set of steps, and those are actually platforms that walk all the way out. And then he's like, "Do you want a railing on that?" And I'm like, "Well, when we have a moment and, have the money and, you have a little more time, we'll stick them on there." Kylie and I went out and did some errands the other day. We were gone for 2 or 3 hours, and I knew he was finishing it. But I came home, and he also put the railing on there. We had enough extra stuff left over from scraps from several different projects. There are actually window boxes all the way up on the railing. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun decorating those. And as you can see, we did get some of the garden, even though it went in about a month and a half late. There'll be some pumpkins, and we're eating tomatoes and peas and cucumbers out of there. I don't know if the broccoli and corn will have time to develop. The peppers are probably the plants are this big, so those aren't going to happen this year, but we throw them in there to try anyway. There's a little section of strawberries running in there. Zucchinis are not happening at all this year. Guess I get a lot of people have said it, so I guess it's not just me. Um, yeah, so I am super excited about that. This is our last weekend of like summer weekend. I spent the day earlier with Sean and Kylie. We were just hanging out and relaxing. This is why I'm recording much later. She has gone out to a concert with her dad. There's 4 different bands playing. Doesn't start till 7. They probably won't be home till well after midnight tonight. I just hope she's having a blast. She goes back to school on Wednesday. It's about a week later than everybody else in the area. So they're going to be going, unfortunately, to school later in June, too. Unless I've had enough and just say we're done. But she'll want to go to the end. So that's what's happening around here. Oh, well, actually, school's going to start for me, too. I decided to take a knitting class just to hang out with more people and see if I learned anything new. And I also decided to take a photography class because I have a really nice camera and I don't know how to use it that well. So hopefully I'm going to learn and I can explore new avenues of creation with that. So I don't know. I don't have too much else for you today, so I'm going to let you go. I hope you had fun. Thanks for hanging with me for a little while, and I guess bye for now. Namaste.